Shubhanshu Shukla said to return why his space trip marks a historic milestone for India. Indian astronaut Shubhanshu Shukla is now on his return journey to Earth, marking the completion of his significant 18-day stay at the International Space Station ISS. This mission is a monumental achievement for India, as Shukla becomes only the second Indian to embark on a space journey. Shukla and three others, Axiom 4AX4 crew commander Peggy Whitson, and mission specialists Sławomir Sławuznenski and Tibor Kapu embarked on the Space Odyssey on June 25 from Florida and docked at the ISS on June 26. Shubhanshu Shukla enters SpaceX Dragon to return from space, AXIOM-4 to undock from ISS soon, and the Indian Space Research Organisation ISRO views Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla's space trip is a crucial milestone towards its ambitious Gaganyaan program, India's first planned crewed mission set for 2027. The term Gaganyaan itself means skycraft in Sanskrit, symbolizing India's aspirations in human spaceflight. During his 18 days in space, Shukla experienced 16 sunrises and sunsets daily, as the ISS orbits approximately 400 km above Earth at an impressive speed of 28,000 km per hour. This hands-on experience on the ISS is invaluable for ISRO's Gaganyaan human spaceflight program, for which ISRO reportedly incurred an approximate cost of Rs 550 crore for Shukla's travel. Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla himself emphasized that his missions hold far-reaching implications beyond science. Union Minister Jitendra Singh highlighted the unique nature of the experiments conducted by Shubhanshu Shukla during his time on the ISS. These experiments, spanning life sciences and plantation, utilized kits provided by India's Department of Biotechnology and premier institutions like the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and IIT. Indigenous kits, indigenous experiments, done by indigenous people, which will benefit and be used by other countries of the world, the minister stated, underscoring the groundbreaking nature of this mission. He added, all the experiments were never imagined to date. On India's initiative, Shubhanshu has done this for the whole world for the first time. Experiments of Indian origin have been done by an Indian person for the world. During an interaction with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Shubhanshu Shukla revealed that 7 unique, Indian-designed experiments were brought by him to the ISS. Drive. V. Narayanan, Chairman of ISRO and Secretary, Department of Space, has also stressed the importance of meticulously documenting all experiments and activities post-Shukla's return, as these will yield vital insights for the Gaganyaan program's development. Nanan Captain Shubhanshu Shukla began his research using the Life Sciences Glove Box LSG to explore the biological pathways involved in skeletal muscle degradation in space. He conducted a plant study comparing 2 strains of photosynthetic bacteria to observe their growth and functioning in microgravity. Additionally, he cultivated 3 strains of microalgae to examine how microgravity affects their growth, metabolism, and genetic activity. Shukla continued working on the microalgae experiment to investigate how these organisms could potentially serve as sustainable sources of food, fuel, or oxygen for long-duration space missions. He also used microscopy to study muscle cell development in space. The Indian astronaut documented the Voyager tardigrades experiment, which looks into how these resilient microscopic creatures survive and reproduce in space. While recording observations for the myogenesis investigation, Shukla also handled the deployment and stowage of samples for the space microalgae experiment. He irrigated crop seeds as part of the Sprouts project, aimed at understanding how spaceflight influences seed germination and plant growth. The objective of the Sprouts project is to deepen knowledge of sustainable crop production for future long-duration missions in space. A comprehensive suite of Indian scientific experiments was successfully conducted on board the International Space Station as part of this mission, marking a significant contribution from India's research community to microgravity science. These groundbreaking experiments, designed by leading Indian institutions and coordinated by ISRO, covered diverse areas. Nanan the AX-04 mission has provided invaluable hands-on experience in the intricacies of international crew integration, medical and psychological preparation for space travel, real-time health telemetry, experiment execution, and vital crew ground coordination. These insights will directly inform and enhance the mission planning, safety validation, and astronaut readiness for India's first indigenous human spaceflight mission, the Gaganyaan program. An Indian astronaut Shubhanshu Shukla's mission involved in 18-day stay at the International Space Station Isnan. Shubhanshu Shukla's flight is considered a key step towards ISRO's first crewed mission, the Gaganyaan program, planned for 2027, and he is only the second Indian to travel to space. His mission also included the first-ever Indian-designed experiments conducted by an Indian in space. Swipe left for next video. Shubhanshu Shukla conducted research in the life sciences glove box LSG on skeletal muscle degradation, performed a plant study comparing photosynthetic bacteria strains, and cultivated microalgae to examine their growth and metabolism in microgravity. He also studied muscle cell development using microscopy, documented the Voyager tardigrades experiment, and irrigated crop seeds for the Sprouts project to understand spaceflight's influence on germination and plant growth for future long-duration missions. Latest blogs.